Action shooters, or FPS for normal people, is an amazing genre or a subgenre, whatever you want to call it. And recently we have been blessed with another one. And I can assure you Beyond Sunset is working hard for your time and money. This thing is absolutely gorgeous, it plays great, but I do have some gripes with it that can be easily fixed. Beyond Sunset is a cyberpunk first-person shooter with a rich story and RPG elements. But you're going to be playing as Lucy, an enhanced street samurai, searching for her lost memories. You're going to be fighting in very large, open interactive levels, overtaken by Yakuza, zombie, robots, and sometimes you'll get the cool little samurai in there. For a boomer shooter, this has quite the story, not only from what's given to you, but what you can collect off of these secret hidden discs. These things can be taken to PCs and accessed via terminals to get some background information about what's going on in the world of Beyond Sunset or Lucy. Which you're going to be asking yourself a lot of questions because you're going to be awaking from cryostasis with some lost memories. But being the hero that we are, we get our powerful abilities back, we get lightning fast reactions. And we're going to just go on a killing spree innately, like any amnesiac hero does. I don't want to spoil too much, but in the early chapters, also known as Chapter 0 because it was also part of the demo, you'll be fighting yourself through a giant mega corporation because you're trying to escape. Because you awoke from cryostasis deep within there. Why the hell are you doing that? Why are you waking up like that? The talents of Lucy are quickly recognized by a mysterious woman named Yuri, who offers her a deal that she can't refuse. In exchange for getting her memories back, all Lucy needs to do is utilize her powers to become a street samurai in the crime-ridden, plague-stricken Sunset City. And my god, will you be doing a lot of chopping. Beyond Sunset is an interesting first-person shooter. So when I first booted it up, I was greeted with 5 chapters, but they're numbered in chapters 0 to 4. I was expecting for these episodes to have like their own little subsections of levels, but that doesn't seem to be the case with Beyond Sunset. Each episode, it's like its own thing. It's a vast world, it's hyper-focused in location, and you get to pick how you're going to approach these situations. Some levels have side quests, which is really cool for a boomer shooter. I was like, what the hell is this? What is this open world exploration thing that I'm doing? And as I get to explore more, I get rewarded more in order to invest into Lucy. And this is where the RPG elements come into play with upgrading my ammo, my health, new abilities, and increasing those set abilities. And the gunplay here is quite amazing. This assault rifle is lightning fast, dude. This thing is a hit scan, hyper accurate. If you miss your shots, that's all on you. The shotgun is extremely fun to use. It's got such a tight spread that you can shoot things from miles away and it'll still hit. The pistol here, which has unlimited ammo, is fine. It's almost like your last resort. You will be switching to this when you start fighting shielded enemies. You can make shielded enemies lose their shield with enough damage from other weapons, or by one well-placed shot with the pistol secondary shot. And if you really want to get up close and personal, you're going to have your cyber katana. This thing, it slices, it dices, it's a magical piece of metal. Because not only does it turn everyone into sashimi, but it also deflects bullets straight back to a lot of enemies. But I do have a gripe with the weapon variety. There's not a lot. And maybe I'm just really bad at the game and wasn't able to find the dual SMGs that was portrayed in the trailers. But when I beat the game, I only beat it with an assault rifle, a shotgun, the pistol, the katana, and this game's equivalent of a BFG. Now, I think Beyond Sunset gets around the variety by making the weapons extremely viable in all situations. And there are also attachments for the shotgun and for the assault rifle. The shotgun gets a sticky grenade launcher attachment, and the assault rifle gets a missile attachment that you can load up to 11 missiles and absolutely destroy a room with it. These attachments can also get upgraded as well. You can increase the explosion radius of it, you can load up the missiles faster, you can increase how many missiles you can put into the launcher. And that's what I like about Beyond Sunset. It gives you, the player, the option on where to invest your hard-earned resources. And you can achieve these resources via ways. I mean, the most basic way is just by eliminating every single thing you come across. But there are also side quests you can take via collection items, finding some secret bosses, or doing some races as well. And of course, there's always the hidden loot, of course. It wouldn't be a boomer shooter without it. That being said, I would have liked to see more variety in weapons. I think I would have liked a machine pistol. I don't know, something to like show the escalation of the power level that you're getting. Or an automatic shotgun. That really would have been great to see, honestly. Because some of these places get real packed. But that's okay, because I think the developers took a note from Doom Eternal. And there's a bar underneath your health that you can load up. And that is your execution meter. If you see just a simple old enemy rolling around, you'll get hit with this prompt to hit F to execute. And if you properly execute an enemy, you get health and ammo back. But it not only executes that enemy that you locked onto, it executes any enemy that gets caught in the swipe. Unfortunately, you can't do this against bigger enemies, I understand. That would kind of trivialize fighting big old baddies. The music here is also super cool. It follows that synthwave vibe. And, you know, this whole game just permeates cyberpunk. And it wouldn't be a cyberpunk without those vaporwave tracks. But even though I found the music in the game really soothing, I don't feel like it's something that I would listen to outside of the game. I'm not sure if that means anything to you guys. There's some games that I listen to the soundtrack and I'm like, I can listen to this in a drive. This is very atmospheric and it helps set the mood for the cyberpunk aesthetic of the game. And a really interesting part of this game, if you guys love to mod out there, is that this game is 100% moddable. So it's created with GZ Doom tools, or GZ Doom if you're a homie from across the pond. And you could just import your own weapons, your special attacks, combat scenarios, and you can put it in the Doom modding community. You know what's really cool too is that each chapter has its very own aesthetic. So the intro, you're going to be stuck in this like huge office building. So you're going to be seeing a lot of office furniture, a lot of boardrooms, elevators, lobbies. You know, the gist of what an office building would have. But then the second chapter, or as this game calls it, chapter 1, you get into Sunset City and you really start exploring the city streets. It really does feel like you're in a scene from Bladerunner. The streets are littered with neon signs, and if you look hard enough, you might see some familiar dancing ladies. And then the chapter after that, you see a real dramatic shift. Essentially, you're inside of a giant supercomputer. It's a building, but it's the biggest supercomputer of Sunset City, or the world as the game proclaims it. This chapter looks very authoritarian. Even the enemies look like they're here to spank your bottom and not show you a good time. But how do you keep a computer that size operating and not overheating? Well, you throw a shit ton of ice on the floor and a lot of water, keep it cooled down, which I thought was a really interesting thing. Chapter 3 puts you in Alcatraz in this weird kind of like, I don't know, like Amish, Mennonite community? It's kind of weird. It's like a huge shift from what I've been seeing from all like the cyberpunk stuff and super high-tech stuff. This feels more humble. These guys have made a village out of shipping crates. And this is where I felt like a huge plot twist happened. I'm not going to ruin it in case you guys want to play it. I'm not going to spoil it. And also the chapter ends in a really cool way as well. That was really interesting to see in a game that runs GZ Doom. And the last chapter, you're in the crevices of Utah. So you're going to be seeing a lot of rocky textures. You know what this place reminds me of is like the underground parts. You remember in Star Wars A New Hope, seeing the house of Luke Skywalker? It's like a bunch of that stuff connected together, which is really interesting because essentially they've built a whole community underground. Beyond Sunset is a blast to play. I would highly recommend it. This felt like one of those games that I was happy to experience, and when I beat it, I'm just like, I'm glad I got done with that. No, I thoroughly enjoyed going through all 5 chapters. It was a great time. If you're looking for a new boomer shooter, I highly recommend this. The RPG mechanics and the open world levels are a lot of fun. It's a refreshing take on the formula. Right now, it's in early access, so you can pick it up for $10. It is going to be fully released on September 12th. I'm unsure what the full price tag is going to be, but I would assume it would go up to 15 or 20 bucks. But I'm sure it'll always get the 10% launch discount. Beyond Sunset is going to be releasing on September 12th, 2025 on PC. Big shout out to Movie Games for providing me with the key. If you made it this far and found the review helpful, consider leaving me a like, telling me what your favorite part of the review was in the comments below. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any further reviews or excellent gameplay videos. I'll catch you homies later. Thanks a bunch as always, and take it easy.